welcome to Coffee and Chats. My name is Lindsay Giese, and I'm the Executive Director for River Arts, Inc. And today I am joined by Jennifer Gulsvig. Cheers, Jennifer.
Cheers.
South of mug. I feel like today I just want to sit and drink coffee with you in silence.
Okay.
So if everyone can just enjoy this 30-minute moment. Okay. That was good. That was good enough for me. Jennifer is...
Seconds.
Nope. Can do it. Jennifer is the choir director at the Sauk Prairie Middle School. And so I thought it would be fun to get to know her a little bit better, share how wonderful she is with our community. And better than me telling you about it, I'm going to let her tell you how wonderful she is by talking about her background.
Okay. Like from the very beginning?
Birth.
Okay.
No, whatever. Highlights.
So I'm originally from Onalaska, Wisconsin. And then I went to Luther College in Decorah, Iowa. And I taught, after that I moved to Minnesota and taught in Waconia, Minnesota for 3 years. And then I moved to Tomah for one very short year. Taught high school choir for 1 year. Yep. And then moved to La Crosse and taught there for 10 years at the middle school, at Lincoln Middle School. And then I took 3 years off to do show choir full time. I wanted to do just try my hat in choreography full time and work with show choirs. And then that led me to here, and now I'm here. So, yeah.
That is a lot to accomplish since you're only 22 years old.
Right. I know. I started real young. The
only thing I know about Tomah is that it's where the interstate separates.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. It is. Yeah. That's a big deal right there.
That's the deal. That's it. Sorry, Tomah. If you're a friend from Tomah watching, move to Sauk Prairie. We want to welcome her. How was growing up in Onalaska?
I loved it. I think a lot of people probably know, and I don't know if you're going to ask about this, but my dad was the high school show choir director. So I grew up doing show choir since I was born. And so I loved being in Onalaska and being from Onalaska, and being a part of that show choir world. So yeah.
Good. Paul, your dad Paul, is a big deal in the
deal.
Show choir world. And I think that we probably have quite a few show choir kids and parents watching. So
yeah,
this is Paul's daughter. It's a big deal today.
Mm-hmm.
I actually was big into show choir, but didn't know much about Show Choirs of America. Can you talk about that program a little bit?
Show Choir Camps of America?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure. It started 41 years ago by Dwight Jordan and Susan Moninger. They went to Millikan University, and when they were there, they just decided they wanted something more for kids to have, and so they started it with the help of Jim Kimmel, who was their professor at Millikan, and it is now growing. They have 2 camps, one at Millikan University and one at Tiffin University in Heidelberg University in Tiffin, Ohio. And normally I would have just gotten home from Millikan, but sadly this year they are doing SCA Virtual 2020. And I believe
is that this?
What 2020?
No, is virtual show choir just a lot of?
Yeah, no, it starts on July 12th, but we're in the process of getting it ready and having kids sign up and teachers sign up. So there's a teacher track that I am a part of, and then there's a student track that I was a part of since 6th grade. I was a camper from 6th grade, so my senior year of high school, and then I joined the staff right after that and have never missed a year since 1992.
Wow.
So you can do the math.
And it's a 1 week long camp?
Yep. So the kids, there's like anywhere from 10 to 11 groups. There's a vocal clinician and a choreographer, and the kids will there's usually from 60 to 80 kids in a group, and they learn a show for the week, and then the show performs on Saturday normally. And then there's performances every night. There's workshops all day for the kids to choose from. And then, yeah, it's just a really great time. The teachers also can get credit and learn from different people. They bring in one-day clinicians. There's people that work with the teachers all week long. And then we put on a show on Friday night for the campers. So it's very fun. Yes, Mr. Brennan was a camper. I have some videos of him performing as a teacher a couple years ago. It's real funny.
Uh, how was college? Did you do? They don't have a show choir there, do they?
No,
So you're like,
they do not. It was good. I loved Luther. I loved my experience, but I this is a huge sticking. I'm still upset about this. I did my senior paper was all about show choir and the benefits of competition versus no competition, and I did like a huge 30-page paper my senior year about it. And then I presented. One of my professors said, "Hey, I think these teachers, it was so Iowa, back when I was in college, they were like anti-show choir, and now it's like super popular, and they're like some of the best show choirs in the world are from Iowa. But when I was there, they didn't love it, and so they asked me to put on a clinic. And so I did a 3-hour clinic for any music education major. And then after I graduated, they were like, "Oh, this was really good, but let's have Paul Gulsvig give that lecture." So my dad replaced me.
but can you hold that over his head though, that you were the
Oh,
first?
I still bring it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started it. Yeah.
You started it. He was like,
Yeah.
followed you.
Right.
No, I talked about this in one of my other interviews, that when I was in college too, it wasn't that show choir was frowned upon. It was that show choir was frowned upon if you were also in the acting department.
Oh, sure.
And now, thankfully, that is overturned, because
Oh, that's good.
this took some teachers a while to understand that it's a different skill set that you learn in show choir. And it's
yeah, I'm sorry, I totally interrupted you. But it's, if people think, oh, when you do show choir, you're not singing correctly, or, oh, that's a bad style of music, and it's not you just teach the kids how to sing correctly, and they can do it while they're singing and dancing, and sometimes better. So I just, yeah. And they are not like that anymore. They have some wonderful professors at Luther, so I'm not dissing Luther. It just was, I know a lot of people didn't grow up. They were from small towns and they didn't have it, so they weren't quite sure what it was. So,
yep. How was your first year teaching in Sauk Prairie? An interesting year.
Yeah, very interesting. Well, it started out, I got married in November of the year, so my fall was very busy trying to still do freelance choreography. I think I ended up choreographing for 10 schools still. So every weekend I was driving to different schools, planning a wedding, and then also teaching full-time, directing my own show choir, and then helping Mr. Brennan out at the high school. So it was a busy fall. And then the spring was, COVID-19. So I was really sad. I felt like I finally was getting to know the kids and really enjoying being a part of the school and getting to know the staff. And then all of a sudden we had to leave. So I am excited and hopeful that we can go back in the fall, so I can get back to seeing those kids again.
Yeah.
I miss them.
I know. Yeah. Okay. Oh, my next questions are a series of rapid fire.
Oh, no. Okay.
Because like I said in the beginning, well, I've known you for a while, but you are new to the area, and so I want people to get to know you and get to know the real Jennifer.
Well, okay.
So I'll try to play nice.
Okay, good.
Favorite food?
Oh, I have so many. It depends on the day, but lobster.
Oh.
You have to go really fast? Am I
No, you can take a second to think about it, but lobster, you're so fancy. Okay.
I know.
Favorite musical currently?
Oh, Hamilton.
Ooh.
So excited. Yeah.
Favorite thing about Sauk Prairie?
Besides Lindsay, God, there's so much actually.
You only get to pick one.
I can't just pick one. The middle school. Everything about the middle school, the staff, and being a part of a community again is wonderful. When I lived in the cities, I wasn't a part of a community. I lived in, the cities are giant. Minneapolis, St. Paul, for those of you who don't know what the cities are. And then I just wasn't a part of anything. And so just to be able to be a part of a community again, specifically the middle school.
Okay. Sport.
With a Z. And my husband would kill me if I didn't say soccer, but I don't play sports. Show choir. Can that be an answer?
We're in for a treat in a little bit. I've got something coming up.
Oh no.
Favorite thing to do with your family? Do you put on show choir shows at your house?
No. We're actually going to be together the week of SCA virtual. And so there is like a family dance that's supposed to happen on Sunday night. I'm making my whole family do it.
SCA virtual is the camps that we were talking about, show choir camps.
Correct. Yeah, sorry. I think having a bonfire. We used to do that all the time growing up in the summer, and like just being together and sitting around a campfire. Yeah.
Favorite thing to do outside then? Maybe is that your favorite thing? Campfire?
I hate bugs, but maybe, yeah, or be in a pool. I would like to be in a pool every day in the summer. So, but I don't have one of those.
And then also, what is your favorite Zaya product? So that you can say what Zaya is. And...
Do I have to say what it is?
Well, it's a clothing
line. Yeah.
Clothing line that Jennifer is passionate about.
Yes, I am. I own way too much of it.
And now I'm trying to buy way too much of it. But so I just want to know what your single favorite Zaya product is.
The joggers.
Comfy joggers. Yep. Agreed. Okay.
I've worn them every day this break, or not summer, I guess. Summer break.
Good. Yes. They should be worn every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan. So the next section, every once in a while I do this little series where I dig deep into the Facebook photo pages and pull some of my favorites or some that I have questions about. And so this next segment is Facebook photos with Jennifer. Okay, are you ready, Jennifer?
No.
Remember when you said you were not a big fan of sports?
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on here. Because I found a sports photo.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, that's one of my very favorite people in the whole wide world, Kevin Chase. We are at our friend Adam Peters' birthday party in Iowa, and he made us all play kickball. And Kevin, we just were texting about this picture the other day, and he for sure said something hilarious. And I'm sure it was something about like, we should have stretched before this. We didn't think it was going to be such a workout because we both were real bad. I was the pitcher, and our team did not win.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was another photo of you, like, with it overhead, but I thought when you pitched, it's underhand.
I mean, who knows what I was doing. I was probably trying to get somebody out. Thought I was athletic. I'm very, very far from being athletic.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. This was at Lincoln Middle School, my old teaching job. We used to have dress-up days, and I don't remember if this was Halloween or if this was just a random spirit week, but we were the Three Blind Mice.
Well, then that might explain this one.
Oh, yeah. That was for sure. I think that was maybe onesie. I don't remember. But we had dress-up days all the time at the middle school. Mr. Harder, let's bring these back. So
we still have those pants?
Those aren't pants. That's a onesie. It's actually a Goofy onesie. And I guess still have that because Goofy's my favorite character. If you look real close, you can see Goofy behind me on my piano. Yeah, he's my favorite character.
Wait, it's a onesie, then you have something over the onesie?
No, so it's literally blue pants and a red top. I have a belt on because it's so big. Okay. It's a terrible outfit. I can't believe you pulled that picture.
The pants got me.
I know, I'm so sorry.
What's that? Tell me.
Oh,
Tell me
yeah.
what that look is about.
Um,
You hate
one,
me.
uh, we love to do a photo shoot randomly. And I was just doing random poses, and this just happened to me be looking over my shoulder really fast.
Yeah, there were a series
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
this, many different. It was impressive, quite impressive.
Mhm.
You look like a pop star here. Tell me what's going on.
The girl in the red dress is my favorite person in all of the land. That is Jen Bostic. She will be, hopefully, she was supposed to come this spring to the middle school, but then COVID-19. She is a singer-songwriter based out of Nashville, Tennessee. And she, whenever she is in town or whenever she does something that I can be there, I sing backup for her. So that is me and Kashana, who is also another singer-songwriter from Nashville, singing backup for Jen. She's incredible. So I'm hoping that she can come and do some stuff with our students this next year.
Very cool.
And then perform at the River Arts Center.
Let's do
Or the
it.
gallery or wherever.
Do it.
Oh, mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, adorable.
Do you know which one is me?
The one on the right.
Yeah, in the red dress. Yep, that's my sister in the black dress, Amy. She's older. Yeah, I think my sister still probably does this. She loves to eat. I think that's frosting that my mom was making for probably a pie or something. I don't know.
Yum. I like
Look at that cool 7-Up bottle.
What?
The 7-Up bottle between us.
So cute. Yeah. I like the little brown shoes too, and the green chair. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Those green chairs, man. And the yellow refrigerator.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
Parents. They were stylish.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Jennifer, who cut your hair?
My mom.
She did a pretty good. I don't want to, say anything
My
about
bangs
it.
are like this.
It's a little crooked. But you're still adorable.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think my mom still has that coffee maker.
Does she also have a toaster cover?
No, she does not. That is no longer in
toaster. Just in case you forget where the toaster is.
In case you didn't know, it's the toaster. Oh, yeah. That's
a picture of Paul, since we talked about Paul.
That is my dad. That is my wedding day.
Oh, and then because of that too, and he's your biggest fan, and did a campaign so that this interview would happen. The husband, Marcel.
There he is.
Oh,
Marcelita.
Okay, that ends our slideshow portion, but another new edition segment of Coffee Chats is a video portion.
Oh.
So many times I'm amazed by what I can convince people to do. And so right when COVID hit, I decided, let's do a community lip syncing contest to Celine Dion's All By Myself. Jennifer jumped right in. She was ready. And I'm going to show you just a little blooper. It's not a blooper clip because you nailed it, but I'm going to show the behind the scenes part of it.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And I want people just to keep in mind that this is one of 11 videos that Jennifer shared with me. So if you need some dirt on her, this is the most mild of the videos. But still, it's pretty awesome. She did a good job. And then her husband, Marcel, is the videographer, so he should get credit.
He was my director.
I mean, that's beautiful. And what makes me so happy about that is that I don't know how many times did you do that outside where your neighbors were probably just watching you make a fool?
Well, that was at the school. So, and there were people having a picnic on the grass watching us. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I appreciate that. So thanks for jumping all in to do that. If you haven't seen that video yet, it's still up on River Arts Inc.'s YouTube page. So you can see it in its entirety. It features 19 members of the community.
Yes.
That wasn't so bad.
No. I can't believe you didn't ask me one specific question about my obsession with Sauk Prairie Show Choir.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
done yet. I'm just done with
Great.
the
That portion.
with that portion.
You got it. So that's still coming.
That's still coming, but let's dig in right there. I can get to the other questions last. Sauk Prairie Show Choir. When did the obsession begin?
1993.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I even know the year.
Very specific.
Yeah. Although Jolene Sunday and I get into a fight about it because her and I disagree with what the show was in 1993. And I never remember if it was Big River or if it was Fiddler. I just know that Nathan Cox was the star in 1993 and 1994. I remember where I was sitting when I saw them for the first time and when I fell in love with the show choir. It was at Unalaska. And so I became their number one fan forever ago. And I still, to this day, I'm like, I can't believe I teach here. I can't believe I teach here. Yeah. It's crazy. So, yes.
It was meant to be. It was Fiddler in 93 and Big River in 94.
Okay, that's what I think, but I'm pretty sure Jolene does not agree with us. So, Jolene, if you're watching, Lindsay agrees.
I confirmed it. We can get the tapes out.
Yeah.
All right, a couple more questions for a little interview today. What's the best advice you were given about teaching? Like best advice ever?
Oof. I don't know that it would be like, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten so much advice. What?
Is your dad a teacher?
He is.
I
mean, he's, clearly he's very motivational and has given us a lot over the years. But I think for me, I don't know if anyone taught me this or if it just became, I just am 100% honest and real. And especially with middle school kids, they can see right through it if you're not. And so you just need to be yourself and show them that you care. And I think I was told that. I can't imagine that I just decided that on my own. Maybe I did. But my dad's favorite thing is to say, kill him with kindness. And so I try to be kind whenever I can.
Aww.
So, yeah.
What's the most challenging teaching experience you've had?
COVID-19. Truly.
Real. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But up until before COVID-19, it was real hard for me to be a choir director and have that engagement with kids at home. I mean, I had some kids who nailed it and wanted to sing and wanted to participate every day. And then I had kids that were afraid to sing at home in front of their families, didn't want to record themselves. And you don't get that experience of being together with your classmates and having those magical musical moments that happen in choir. So that was really hard. But before that, yeah.
You're watching from home and think like the virtual choir things that you see are happening like live and on the spot. No. And they're not just like, it's software. It's hard to do that. But yeah, you can't have like a choir rehearsal live.
Right. And there is for sure software out there, and there are companies that have been kind and like given stuff for free, but there's a lot that costs a lot of money. And so like we had a free version of something, and once I got so many kids, it was hard to make sure that they lined up. And I spent many an hour editing the one song we did, but I wish there was more, but there's one song. So yeah.
Okay, pre-COVID.
I think my most difficult. I mean, a funny story is I taught, and I learned so much from these kids, and I'm so thankful for this experience. But when I was teaching in La Crosse, I had this class called the newcomer class, and they were all students. There were 17 of them. They had just come over from Thailand within the last 3 years of their life, and so they didn't speak English very well. And so I had them. They were like, "Oh, Jennifer, you just take this class the whole class period every day," and I was like,
I got this. The power of singing and music, right?
"Right, right." And I might have told you this, Lindsay, but do you know who their favorite artist is?
I hope it's Celine.
It 100% is. And so for our holiday concert, we did Jingle Bells, which S's don't exist in the Hmong language, and so they sang Jingle Bell because they just don't say S's, and so it was the cutest thing ever. And I gave like 4 kids different like Jingle Bells because they range from 6th grade to 8th grade students in this class. And then we did Gaudeamus. So I made them sing in Latin. Can't speak English, but I made them sing in Latin. And then My Heart Will Go On. That was what they chose.
That's
So
my holiday concert.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. I let them choose. But then because I was with them all day, or not all day, but every single day, for 3 weeks, we would go into art, and I had to be like the team teacher. And so I would go with them up to art class, and then I learned how to play the violin with them because they had orchestra. And then we were in marching band because we had marching band in the middle school. We marched in the what's in the spring? Memorial Day, right? And for Memorial Day parade. And so I had to walk with our middle school marching band holding a cowbell to keep the beat because the kids were playing the drums, and it was literally like 100 degrees. They were miserable. They were like, "This is terrible." But right away, why I say it's my most challenging is because I didn't speak any Hmong and they didn't speak English. And so for me to try to, but musical is so powerful that we got through it, and they taught me Hmong, and I was able to teach them some music, and it was great. So
Yeah.
It was fun, but I cried a lot that year. So
What has been your most rewarding experience? So like, is there one big moment that sticks out in your mind, or is it like a general?
I don't think it's one. My favorite thing about teaching middle school, and I'm really excited to be back in a school district that supports the arts, and I'm excited to see this happen again, is when those kids would come back when they were in the high school and they would say thank you, or tell you, yeah, I was so rotten in middle school, but I'm so thankful for you, or I'm in music because of you, or whatever. And I had a lot of kids that I still keep in touch with from lacrosse that just watching them succeed in the high school, and I'm excited to see what these Sauk Prairie kids will do from 6th grade through senior. So yeah, that's my favorite thing.
My last question is, what's the main thing you hope your students take away from your class?
That music is for everyone. You don't have to sing, you don't have to play an instrument, but music is everywhere and should be for everyone, and that everyone can do it.
Yep, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I can't believe it, but
That was fast.
30 minutes of silence has passed.
We made it.
We made it. Thank you for chatting with me today, Jennifer.
Yes, thank you for asking me.
And I look forward for the community to continue to get to know you better. You're
I'm
a
excited
wonderful
to be here.
addition to Sauk Prairie.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yay.